Greetings, my Imperial Wayward Wanderers. Welcome back to Chapter Master. That's right. Been a while since I've done anything in this, mainly because I haven't had any gimmicks or anything to play in it. However, I kind of realized, well, do I really need a gimmick all the time for everything? Why don't we just play the game? So I figured that's what we would do. We would play the games. Well, play the game as... and one of the first founding, maybe. That would be fun. Now, I'm kinda tempted to do either Ultramarines or Imperial Fists. I hate the Iron Hands. If we're actually going about, just personally, if we're going about my favorite of the original 9, we'll use 40k standards, because 30k standards things change a bit differently. I would still go Blood Angels, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, Space Wolves, White Scars, Ultramarines, Salamanders, Dark Angels, Iron Hands. If we're going 30k, it's still Blood Angels, Raven Guard, Ultramarines, White Scars, Imperial Fists, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Salamanders, and then Iron Hands. Basically, the translation to take away from this is fuck the Iron Hands and we're playing Blood Angels. Right, let's have a look. I wonder, Baal, personal rule. I thought Baal, because there's Baal Primus and Baal Secundus. So it's kind of not exactly personal rule, because there are still, tribesmen and stuff. The Emperor and Sanguinius, very nice stuff. Cool, got all the stuff correct. Gene seed mutations. I thought the Blood Angels did have gene seed mutations, but that's alright. Also, no offense, free? Try 30. Power Axe, yep. And Infernus Pistol, very nice. Right, we are the Blood Angels. That's correct. So, how have you all been doing, everybody? I hope you are... Man, that helmet looks bad. Oh my gosh, it looks almost as bad as the bloody Angel's Tears. Oh, those look bad. Have a look. They look horrible. Anyway, that's not great. Dante himself, even though he's supposed to be wearing one of those helmets. Also, doesn't he? Oh no, he does have a jump pack. Interesting. Also, I'd give him Born Leader bonus over Champion. I think Dante's more of a Born Leader than he is a Champion these days. But anyway. Point aside. Terminators. Oh, I forgot to put the Heresy mod back on. I have the Heresy mod installed, because you can see all the fancy art, but I haven't actually put it back on, which means I don't get the discounts, but oh well, no matter. Rhinos. Load to ship. Actually, we might take 6 company and have them upon Baal, just because it's a wise idea to have some warriors defending, and that way we can kind of slot companies out as well as we go. But anyway, I was asking how everyone's doing. I hope you're all doing well. As I said, not that many people are overly concerned. However, lack of content's mainly because I've actually been away the last week. I've been down Palmerston North, which is here, you'll see it on screen, finalising my university degree. So, I was a park ranger. However, the reason I quit that profession, kind of complicated. But on short story, broke my leg so I couldn't really do the heavy physical stuff anymore. And I started hating my work environment anyway. Too many meetings. Too much time spent in meetings talking about doing work rather than actually getting off our ass and doing work. And I fucking hate that. And government department as well, so of course it's very PC and liberal, and fuck that, honestly. I was not enjoying myself anymore. But the one part of my job I did love was working with the native wildlife. So I've decided to get my veterinary degree and do that properly as my full-time career. I think ironically I was talking to someone about it and they were saying, you'd probably actually be able to contract your skills back to the ranger authorities, like back to the Department of Conservation, for twice what they were bloody were. You were getting paid when you were on a salary, which is kind of probably very accurate. Gonna go moderate. Everyone gets yeah. Wait, chemos? What? Whoa. Ball and ball. Right. Let's have a look. Chemos. Chemos. That's not accurate at all. I mean, that's a glitch. That makes me laugh. The idea that the Blood Angels are recruiting from chemos, which people should know that's the homeworld of the Emperor's Children, makes me laugh. Also, I know the bloody Dark Angels exterminatus that, so it's not even there anymore. I do love that they finally explain what happened to the traitor homeworlds. I know Colchis was got to be destroyed by the Ultramarines, which I think is, quite agreed for what happened to Kelf. But the idea that the Dark Angels just went on a fucking Scorched Earth campaign and annihilated the traitor homeworlds appeals to me. Although, I recall Olympia was actually taken and was destroyed by an Imperial Fist Ultramarines. What did he build? Oh, he just built a relic of the... Well, why would they execute him for that? Jeez. Dante is not that kind of chapter master. He's one of the few decent ones left. Oh, most... I mean, with the exception of, say, the Minotaurs and the Marines Malevolent, who are scum incarnate, most chapter masters aren't too bad. How's everyone looking? Either Bell's just off in its corner, away from warp brutes. Means it's a little bit more secure for any greenskin invasions that will show up. Blood Angels. Blood Angels. Oh yes. Well, just thinking of Blood Angels. It also makes me think of... I read the Blood Angels series recently with Raffin. Who, I think he is nearly a Mary Sue. But they managed to pull it back, which is nice. However... my more interesting thing is, how did the Spear of Telesto end up in a fucking orc's cave? Like, how did the spear end up there? Because Sanguinius was using it upon the walls of Terra. I don't think he took it with him to his final fight with Horus, though. I think he gave it to Azkaellon. And maybe it's old lore or I'm misremembering it, but I'm pretty sure he gives the Spear of Telesto to Azkaellon, and then he only takes the Blade and Carmine with him to fight Horus. However, it still doesn't explain how that ended up being in a warp, in an orc cave. It's just an interesting thing that I'd have to explain. Also, now, I was going to talk about one... I really want to talk about some of the spoilers in the latest Siege of Terra book, Mortis, because some of them are cool, and some of them don't fucking make sense. But I might do that later, or maybe I'll just do it privately on the Discord with people, because I want people's opinions on that, because it's friggin' weird. Like, some of the stuff there. I don't know. Yeah. Although, as I said, I think my favourite of the Siege of Terra series, still Saturnine. I mean, the first one, Solar War, is brilliant. And I do love the Solar War. And that's second. It's kind of narrow between the first two. But I think that's a second. However, I do love the... It's always odd that they give the Scout sniper rifles. Whenever I make custom chapters, I always like to give them something different. I mean, sniper rifles are decent. 60 dam, 20 ammo, 25 range, but And it's kind of bland. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Saturnine is probably my favorite. Saturnine, and then Solar War. Then Lost in the Damned. I personally quite like Lost in the Damned. However, I can definitely see that it is a little bit weaker than some of the other Siege of Terra series in certain areas. However, I do like the fact that it focuses on the conscripts outside the walls. And I like a lot of the stuff that goes on in it. And the worst, we can all agree that the first wall is just bleh. It's just no. From Perturabo's fucking retarded Bane speech at the end to bloody Sigismund going, I need the power of the Emperor to defeat chaos. And the fact that they're able to lose the fucking one of the Cygnus starports, you know, one of the major starports. I don't know why I said signal. Major starports that easily. I mean, at least the Eternity Wall port fell because it was being directly assaulted by Angron. But, you know, whatever. Oh, Cygnus Prime! That's supposed to be Exterminatus. It would be fitting that it would be here with where the Blood Angels are, wouldn't it? The Angels of Baal. Which is actually a... Ooh. We shall praise. Unless you feel you can do both. Hello, we're close allies, and you're sassing me? Bitch! Also, I need to change these. There's a patch that changes these around. I just never could be bothered installing it. A lot of my life is predestined with a little bit of laziness. Ooh. Oh, yeah, some things are cheaper. It's down from 100 to 125. And the ships are slightly cheaper too. Might stock up on a couple plasma bombs. Because you never know when you're going to need them to deal with shit. That's always handy to have. Mark 6 Corvus plate. I do love the Mark 6. My favourite armour is Mark 4. I love the aesthetic and the look of Mark 4. Goes Mark 4, Mark 6, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 5, Mark 7, Mark 8, then Mark fucking 10. I mean, I love they took the Mark 4 helmet for the Mark 10. You know, the Primaris armor. But I just... yeah, the rest of it seems too clean. Like, the Mark 5 with the mismatched stuff on it, I do quite like. But the Mark 4 seems the most refined. The Mark 2 seems like, you know, early gear stuff, which is what it was. So that's kind of cool because of it. So it's kind of just one of those different preferences things. Plasma guns are so expensive, although the 140 dam is pretty good, especially since, I mean, multi-melted, you know, it's 200 dam, but it's got the 10 range, which is basically, as you can see, Storm Bolter range. Bolt guns, yeah, it's only dam 40. The plasma guns are nice. Missile launchers. Also, the Flesh Tearers still use, and the Kakarodons and stuff still use chain axes. I don't know. I guess it's part of the superstition of the Imperium that they don't trust, you know, stuff that the Traitor Legions use in abundance. Although, if that was the case, why would they trust anything from the Heresy era, really? But, trying to apply logic to things. Boarding shields. Boarding shields are smixy. As I said, I have a squad of Heresy Blood Angels with boarding shields and Mark III plate. It's very nice indeed. Viscerator. Oh, you have to buy them through the Sisters of Battle. Shelters, combi flames. Alright. We have to kill the orcs. Kill the greenskins, kill the greenskins, kill the greenskins, make them dead. Sandro. All your shit's broken. You're lucky I just bought more stuff, aren't you? Alright, well, I suppose we better buy a Psycho Force weapon, shouldn't we? It's $50. I would be one of those... I'm not in real life, but I like to think I'm one of those slightly assholes that rock up and go, you realize you've just cost me money, right? Okay. So, bolt pistol. I'm just going to give him a standard bolt pistol. Going to give him a force weapon. Going to give him a bolt pistol. We're going to give him a suit of Mark 6 Corvus plate. We are going to give him a psychic hood. And we'll give him a jump pack. Nice. The Mark 6 plate with that shading looks quite nice, although it's hard to tell the definition on the helmet a little bit. Still not bad. Anyway, let's just attack with Chapter Master Dante himself, hero of Armageddon. Oh, the second Battle of Armageddon. I don't think he was around for the third War of Armageddon. No, because he sent Tycho. And he sent Third Company at the third War of Armageddon. I think they were a bit busy trying to deal with the Tyranids when the third Battle of Armageddon was rocking up. Although, even when, you know, the thing with Baal was becoming under siege, they still sent 2 companies to Cadia. They never got there, but they did send 2 companies to Cadia, so they did try. Dead sector. Nothing there. Oh yeah. Bears a taint of chaos. Well, we don't really like that, do we? Also, it's just the taint of chaos, so we won't be unleashing a demon. I would give it to the Inquisition, but we haven't met them yet, so let's just... This makes me sad. This makes me sad. Wow, wow, wow. I'm a White Scar now. That's correct. Blood Angels got canned, so it's time to be a son of the Kargan. Ordu Jagatai. There appears to be a escort ship there. Right. Seeing the frigates over there. Frigates. Relictor of Truth. Seeing some more frigates over. Shrouded Salvation. That one can go there. And shoot and deal with those guys. That one. Move over there. So, we're playing as the White Scars now. So, I actually used my old chapter creation video for it. So if you wanted to see how I created them, then that's over there. Alright. Ooh, what do we got here? Another escort. Send that. We'll send that north. Right. So what have we got here? 2 escorts over a orc world. Alright. We'll just see what we can do. Lots of people asking for help. Well, a phantom fleet. Very fitting for the White Scars of Chogoris. They called it an agri world, because let's be honest, Chogoris is actually relatively pleasant. It's not a death world, and it's not really a feudal world. So we're just going to say it's an agri world, because look at the beautiful grass. But we are the Ordu Jagatai. We are the sons of the Kargan. As I said, the Heresy series has done a great job into making... Ooh, it's one company. One brotherhood, I should say. One brotherhood of White Scars. The Heresy series has done really good in explaining the, the lore and stuff of the White Scars and making them a little bit more likable. So, Jubal Khan, it never says what his weapons are, so I'm assuming Relic Blade, and I wanted a bolt pistol, but failing one I used a plasma pistol, though that brings his melee attack down for stupid reasons. And of course, yes, the White Scars do have Terminators. They had the famous Terminator Keshig. They've got the veterans, although, oh yeah, they are on bikes, good. The game did accept my request to have, it didn't accept for the Tactical Marines to be on bikes, but they did accept my request for everyone else to be on bikes, including captains and officers. Although, I did ask for officers to be armed with power swords, but our power fists do more damage. The Terminators, Stormseers. Yeah, Stormseer. I misspelled it. Oh my god. Stormseer. Ignore it. If you've noticed it, then ignore it. All of these names are accurate, by the way. I looked them up because that's the amount of dedication I have. Scouts. Brotherhoods. I am Jubal Khan. Very nice. Alright, so let's see where else we've got warriors. We've got the Phantom Fleet on Jagoras. We've got these guys waiting for reinforcements over here. We've got a couple of... Well, we've got a frigate there, so surely... Oh, with a tiny force, then, yeah, no... 100 warriors can, of course, well, a brotherhood can easily deal with those rowdy orcs. And we've got 2 escorts. I reckon we try and meet the brothers up into... that's 2 companies, 2 brotherhoods. Good. I reckon we try and meet the warriors up into different formations and go from there. Oh yes, quite right. Raid, Brotherhood. As I said, I like the White Scars. I like the fact, they're a little bit more nuanced. I like, very much in fit with my real life personality in the lines of, oh, you don't want to know me? Well, fuck you, I don't care. I'm off doing my own shit. You do you, I do me. I literally don't give a crap. And I like, the fact that the White Scars were always the pioneers ahead of everyone else, spreading off on their own. And Jagatai went from being, Mongol with no backstory to actually being a very interesting Primarch with different sort of motivations. I like that he actually had some friendships. He got on well with Magnus, the Lion, Horus, and the Angel. But then a lot of people got on well with Sanguinius. As I said, I think the reason Sanguinius wasn't chosen as War Master was because he didn't want it. If he wanted it, then they probably would have actually offered it to him, because it would have been, something, for him. But I don't think Sanguinius actually wanted it. So, why give it to someone you don't want? Where's the question of, where's Jubal Khan? Where is the Adamant Axe? Strike cruiser home. So that should be the fleet, but it's glitched out. Weird. Well, I guess it does mean that, well, for the sake of not losing them. Oh god, they're in the frickin' Phantom Zone. Oh, I've encountered this glitch before, but it's been a long while. Oh, yep. Alright, well, it looks like Jubal Khan and First Company are freaking trapped in the Phantom Zone. Oh yes, there's a... yeah, I don't think one Brotherhood of White Scars is going to be able to take that down. Alright. Actually, we might do a cheeky save. Why not? We'll do a save. And then I might hit restart game next time and just see if that reboots the flagship. So until then, cheerio for sitting through this if you did. And I shall endeavour to be less lazy in the future. Yeah, so this thing's going to be, it's going to be one story and one other 40k thing, either a discussion, one of the Guardsman videos, which I need to crank out the recordings of before I go away and have like a dozen of them just sitting on a hard drive so I can use them throughout the year. Or a discussion on something, interesting. I tend to veer away from those, believe it or not, mainly because a lot of stuff is already talked about by other, 40k theories and, other people like that. I don't really have too much to say on it. When something comes up that I want to talk about, I do. For example, I talked about, is the injured Hara Thunder Warrior. I mentioned that because at the time of recording, 40k Theories posted the same video, like, last night. And I'm like, well, I looked at it and listened to it and went, yep, that's all my arguments. And, carried on about my day. So, unless there's something, really interesting I want to talk about, I don't usually, do anything about that with. So, again, it'll be 2 to 3 things a week, so it's not to clog everyone's time, not timelines, subscription boxes. And the third thing is, I liked how my Payday 2 thing went. So for all future gameplay videos, I'm going to use that format. Edit it down, just have the little highlights and go from there. I'll give you a thing, I'm currently going through the Half-Life series in that format. So just, my highlights, that'll be about 10 to 15 minutes long. So anyway, cheerio for sitting through Audio Jagatai, and I will see you again another time.